The two things women subconsciously look for in a man. Hello, this is Andreas for the Dating Mastery Academy. My colleague Andrea has pointed out in her last two videos what women actually look for in a man. Those are things that they look for consciously, and then there are a few things that they are programmed to look for, and this is something they do subconsciously, and that, as the word says, they don't even really realize what that is. But I can tell you this is a very powerful concept, and if you understand these two things and how they work out, and if you apply that, then your success with women will skyrocket. So, what are the two things that women subconsciously look for in a man? So, the first one is good genes. And by good genes, these are typically things that are categorized as the alpha traits in a man. So, these are things that show a woman that the man has good genes, and that's not necessarily by the way he looks, although that does play a bit of a role here as well, but it's mainly how a man acts. Things like being confident and expressing that, being intelligent, being funny. All these things signal to a woman that the man has good genes and his offspring might also have the good genes. So this is something women are typically very attracted to. And then there is the second trait that women look for in a man, and those are typically called the beta traits. And those are things like anything that shows that the man is a good provider. And providing in this sense is a bit of a broader term, so it does not necessarily mean only finances, although that does play a role in the modern world, but it's also a lot of other things that are important when it comes to providing. And these can be some small services that a man can do for a woman. That can be something like opening or holding the door open for a girl, or paying for something while you're out on a date, or carrying her luggage when it's heavy. All sorts of these small things that show that you care and that you can actually provide and help a girl. Now, these two things, they might seem quite obvious, but the thing is that most men actually don't think about that, and they are too much either one or the other. And typically in the modern world, as it stands now, they are more of the provider type. And these are what we typically call the nice guys. So there are people who will hold every door open. They will invite a woman for a drink, for dinner, for everything. And they will often forget that this will not get the woman attracted. Because here's the thing, although a woman does look for both of these things in a man that she wants to have a relationship with, she will always only be attracted by those alpha traits. So in other words, if you want to attract a woman, in the first place, you have to have those alpha traits, because otherwise you will get friend-zoned straight away if you are only the provider. On the other hand, if you only have the alpha traits and you can show your good genes with your confidence, your humor, your intelligence, that might get, or that will typically get, a woman attracted into you. However, this will not really lead to a relationship normally. So it's something for a short-term thing. That's great to have these alpha skills, but you will not have a relationship with a woman solely because of your alpha traits. On the other hand, if you show the beta traits only, you will not even have the attraction, you will not even have the things that or any short-term relationships with a woman. So that's why it is very important that you understand these concepts, and if you notice yourself that you're in one extreme or the other, you basically have to work a lot on the skills that you don't currently have. And it can really do wonders to be able to combine the two there, and this will, as I said at the beginning of this video, this will skyrocket your success with women if you can implement those two things very well. So if you are one of those people who identifies as a nice guy, or you think, yes, you're actually quite good at maintaining relationships, but you're a bit not so good at getting a relationship, that typically is the case because you have a lot of the beta skills, but not so much the alpha skills. You can learn those, that's the good news, and we have made a few videos about that as well, and we are going to make a few more videos about that. So for example, one that I can recommend is the video how to talk to girls, and this is a beginning to increase your alpha skills or alpha traits in order to attract more women. With that said, so I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel or page, and so far, happy dating!